everyone. Today we are going to be going through how we built this 3-bin composter unit. It's a very simple build. We had a lot of fun doing it, and we look forward to going through this process together.
All right, so I've cut all of my 2x6s, and now we're getting ready to cut our 2x4s, which are going to be the braces in the front. So Vonda's got the nail gun, and she has 2 spacers. As you can see, those block underneath where the nail gun is, and there's a block right here. Use those spacers to make sure we're aligned all the way up. She's going to go ahead and nail all these on there. And then we're going to string the chicken wire across. Alright, so now we're putting on all this chicken wire. And so the way we do this is we line it up on the top board, and then the rest of it kind of falls where it falls. We're going to go ahead and get this all the way stapled and then attach the last 2 pieces of wood. So Vonda is just finishing putting in a few screws here. So as you can see, we have our chicken wire in there, and they're sandwiched between 2 2x6s and 2 2x4s. We're going to go ahead and finish this up, and we'll check back in here in a few moments. At this time, we got all 4 of the panels built. I'm going to start putting together the composter. Alright, so I'm standing in our composting unit here, and yesterday we poured the concrete. We added these front pieces right here, as well as the top, and as well as these 2x4s that are acting as spacers. So we're actually going to bring the earth up to these 2x4s here. But before we do that, we're going to be adding in some chicken wire. We're also going to add in a back piece of wood right here. Alright, so we finished putting in the chicken wire in the base, as well as adding our slide pieces, which is a 2x4 cut in half, as well as some braces. So come take a look and I'll show you. So we added some braces here. These braces are going to support the roof. Eventually this will have a roof, and it's either going to go about halfway. It's going to look similar to something like a dumpster, where the front half will fold up and the back half will stay stationary. We might possibly use some sort of a canvas that we can roll up, because that might be a little bit easier, but we'll see what happens in the future. Aside from that, we added in these slides, and these slides are just pieces of 2x4s cut in half that I did on my table saw, and then we cut our sections of slats, which is a piece of 1x6, something that you would use for like fencing. And basically what you do here is you just slide it on down. So next step, I'm going to be adding some dirt to the base of this, raising it up just a little bit to cover up all this chicken wire. And then we'll probably start filling it up with some compost. All right, so we're adding in a little bit of dirt to the base over the chicken wire. And so I'm just going to harvest the dirt just from the side of this mountain that's on our property. And so we're just going to kind of fill this bad boy up and carry it on over there.
filling up these bays now with some more dirt. I'm gonna fill up the rest of this bay, the one next to me, and then we'll almost be ready for compost. So I just finished up putting in the dirt inside of these over the chicken wire. And I also brought in some of this quarter minus Sedona red. I believe this is some sort of a crushed granite that we use on our yard. It's super easy. It keeps the weeds down and it's really easy to spread. Yeah, we're really excited on how this turned out. Even Lily's excited. She's barking. But all I have to do next is go to the store, get a few more of these panels, and that way we can go ahead and add all the layers we need to, or all these panels we need to. But from here, I'll probably do it in the morning, but I'll start adding the compost material, and we'll begin our composting journey. So thanks for following along, and I hope you enjoyed the build. So there's one change that I did to this. Well, there's actually a couple changes that I did to this compared to some of the other composters that I saw online. One of the major things I saw was that most composters added a little slot on the top here. And that way you can just slide your boards in. But instead of doing that, I decided to kind of change the plan. And this way you actually bring the board all the way in, you slide it all the way to the front, and then you let the board flat. The reason I did that was because I want to do a complete roof over this, and I wanted to still be able to remove these panels, and it actually worked out really great. So if you want to take a close-up look at this, all I did was do the sliders up until about 7 inches from the top. These panels are 6 inches, so it leaves a little bit of space here, and basically super easy. Just slide it in. So you're standing in the front, you're just going to slide it partially inside of here, press it against the front, and slide it down.